My name is Raed Dabbous. I'm a managing partner of Chez Sushi and Social Facilities Management Corporation. So 2 years old. Chez Sushi is we say the little sister of Social Facilities Management, which has been established here 20 years ago. Both companies are into the food and beverage business. So we've opened the first one, which we are sitting in right now, almost a year ago. 6 months ago, we opened in Dubai Marina. And right now we've taken 4 more locations throughout Dubai. And as Dubai is growing, it seems like we're not catching up with it. But at the moment, effectively working our 2 outlets in Dubai. When we started Shocho 20 years ago, we felt that there was a need for sushi in a very friendly and environmental atmosphere. And we were very successful for 20 years doing so. The Chez Sushi concept came out because we felt that the need and the town is changing and developing into, it's growing. It's such a different trade than it used to. And we took all the franchisable items of Shocho restaurant and lounge and took them and put them in a small package which became Chez Sushi. We truly believe that sushi is such a premium item. I mean, fish, it's all fresh, so we don't pre-prepare anything. Despite that, our delivery times are really good. Our ingredients, it's not only about the fish, it's about the rice, the sugar, whatever. Every ingredient we have, we don't go like cut on ingredients. So I think that's where we differ with others. And from our experience, we've learned what people's palates. So what separates us is we've been able to offer a very premium product in a very easy atmosphere. We did this concept where you can make your own rolls. So you just, even online, you can go in and say, I want like brown rice with a bit of like wasabi, maybe some oshinko. So you just make your own roll, which is doing really, really well. I moved to the UAE 21 years ago, and it's been an amazing roller coaster ride ever since. I think if there's one country in the world that encourages entrepreneurship and business and full of business opportunity, it is Dubai. And when we came here, we could see the need for something like what we're doing. And as such, it took me 3 or 4 years to find the right location, the right partners, the right concept, and we did it. So if someone has any form of entrepreneurial ability, they should thrive here. The government is very helpful in supporting you and promoting the city as such. This is one thing that's very important. I think Dubai, although the opportunities look endless, the biggest mistake people make is they come in and they think it's easy to come in and just get it done, and they tend to the expectations of high returns quickly start to kind of blur their vision and they fail. So just like any other place in the world, you really have to not only do your business plans properly, but you have to identify the opportunity and understand exactly, because your cost also something, although some things look that they are very affordable or very economically viable. There are other caveats or there are other costs, there are other worries and concerns that usually you might not expect in other countries. It all evens out, but you really have to do not only your market research, you have to have the proper funding, you have to have a 5-year plan. You just can't say, okay, I want to do this and stop now, because Dubai is growing so quickly that just if you stop running, you're going back. Our market research was basically live market research. We had been here 18 years. Shocho, we have other restaurant, Fluka, which is a seafood restaurant. We have Loca, which is a Mexican restaurant. So our market research is alive. We see it. So it was very easy for us to, well, it was easier for us to identify an opportunity of what people wanted, and we could see that from 15 years ago till now, people's expectations and people they understand the product more, and so we really had when we did Chez, we took all those in consideration, and we came up with this concept. It's a very high-end delivery, like perfect service, quick delivery, but everything is fresh. People are willing to pay a bit more, but to get, to get a very good quality product. I had some expertise when I was living in the US. I probably opened the first sushi bar that. It was very interesting. It was the first time that, even in the US back in the 90s, which shows my age, there was no sushi being served in, let's say, a non-Japanese friendly atmosphere. So we did that first concept, and I could see the potential in it. When I came here, we defined the opportunity better. And at that point, I had someone who joined me, who's my partner, and she's actually a chef that's very, very, very experienced in every kind of cuisine, but in particular in Japanese food, and putting a concept together, and we work very well together. I think one of the biggest challenges here is you don't face as much in other places. The places being so new, and you run into, and the city is booming. So when you try to go and get a location, for example, there's people lined up for it. So generally speaking, and it just makes commercial sense, the landlord will give you a core and shell. So your investment cost, because he's just going to give you 4 walls, but the requirements to fit out something like that is much higher, because there's no provision for this, no provision for that. That's one way. So fitting out a place, and then you put deposits for those places which never finish on time. But that's cash that's out of your pocket, and so you have to expect to be whatever a concept is going to cost you. Expect that it's going to cost you much more in frozen money for a while. That's one thing. The other thing is a lot of regulations change with regards to staffing and like to labor. Nothing bad, but they change. So you have to keep that in check. You'd have your plan. You'd have developed a plan thinking this is going to be it, and then the regulation changes, and you have to kind of adjust for it. We're blessed that basically my partner is passionate about it, so she takes it more than a business. It's a passion, and we tend to travel a lot, and we see a lot, and and also being in this business and having so many different food and beverage outlets that are from various cuisines. I mean, you hear about concepts, you go check them out, and we're also very creative. I mean, those are things that we came up with. I think it's just you really have to, just like I love fishing and I'll go wherever the fish is. My partner, she loves the food and beverage, and then she can go and check them out, and she can, we come up with ideas together. The long-term vision, I mean, on the short term, we set for the next 2 years in terms of growth. We've already signed two franchise agreements. We're not going big this year on the franchise because we need to make sure that our partners in the countries that we've signed with, i.e. Oman and Bahrain, they get the proper service, and they are our first one. So I will not sign with someone like a big country where I'm not sure yet. I want to make sure that everyone is happy in our chain. So we have a plan set for the next 2 to 5 years. I believe that Chez Sushi will become the one and only. I mean, in every industry, you have like a premier like sushi place, and I think the market is very fragmented in this type, and I think that I'm sure that we will be the ones that will be the one to be reckoned with. Definitely, I think from the spirit of this interview, I think you probably got it already. Definitely do it, but definitely think about it and make sure no matter what cash you have, double it. You need a lot more than what you have in your business plan. And if you have that, and don't think of, it's very important, don't think of the rewards now, think of the rewards later, otherwise you will absolutely fail.